In this chapter of The tension aboard the drifting spaceship rises once again as our scattered and mismatched crew gathers to confront the same nightmare. Somewhere among them, hidden behind familiar faces, are the human devouring. Episode 7 opens with an unexpectedly soft voice, belonging to an intelligent dolphin who has been given the ability to speak through an artificial system. She timidly asks if her presence is strange. Her gentle insecurity sets the tone for the episode. A world where humanity, identity, and belonging blur in uncertain ways. Wonders whether she counts as a person at all, and the crew members each respond differently, revealing their own values as the next round of debates is about to begin. The crew lineup today is unusually chaotic. Strange personalities gather, Stella and others. Each one is a potential ally or enemy. The ship's AI LEVI has identified that two are hiding among them, which means suspicion must begin immediately. But before the discussion even starts, a problem arises. Someone is missing. A crew member named Ming has refused to show up for the mandatory meeting. His absence is suspicious, but more importantly, it is stopping the entire process from moving forward. Takes the lead and heads toward Ming's room, taking the player character along. She admits she dislikes confronting him directly, something about him unsettles her. Her discomfort reveals a rare, vulnerable moment from someone usually confident and dominant. When they arrive, Ming appears in typical flamboyant fashion, throwing teasing lines and acting as if nothing matters. His refusal to leave the room becomes a major obstacle, because without full attendance, no vote can be taken to decide who goes to cold sleep. The rules of the ship are strict. If the crew cannot decide on a cold sleep target within one day, the entire ship will be subjected to self-destruction as punishment for failing the contract. This threat is delivered calmly by LEVI, adding a chilling urgency to the situation. Ming refuses to comply, claiming that stepping out makes him a target for his selfishness or perhaps fear puts everyone at risk. Tension spikes, with some members wanting to drag him out by force, while others worry about escalating violence. As discussions continue, the crew begins searching for the physical override key that can unlock Ming's sealed door. Meanwhile, Stella heads to the storage area to look for the key. She politely declines help, saying it's her duty, but her quiet, devoted nature raises questions from others. When we discuss her situation, we learn that Stella has been raised under strict, almost servant-like conditions. Who has always been fond of Stella becomes increasingly emotional. He confesses his conflicted feelings about his cybernetic body, one created after an accident, and regrets not choosing full digitalization when he had the chance. Stella, in her gentle and unwavering manner, reassures him that she is grateful he still has a physical form. It's one of the rare moments where silly exterior breaks to expose genuine, heartfelt vulnerability. After Stella returns with the ancient-looking physical key, attempts to open the door, but the attempt fails because Ming has severed the control system. This leads to the most unexpected moment of the episode. Instead of continuing the search for solutions, suddenly challenges to a competitive game. The reason? He wants Stella to be freed from authority, believing the captain treats her like property. The challenge turns humorous and dramatic at the same time, with boasting of 100 years of experience in the game while musters all his determination. Despite the comedic energy, the match becomes a symbolic battle over Stella's autonomy. To everyone's shock, loses, and the reason for his defeat becomes immediately clear. His slip of confidence reveals something enormous, has awakened his transformation explains his sudden arrogance and psychic clarity. Now exposed, the crew shifts their focus. Accepts his defeat with bizarre dignity, almost enjoying the irony of being discovered through a simple board game. With one identified, only one enemy remains hidden. In the midst of this turmoil, tries to finally confess his feelings to Stella, but the moment turns unexpectedly painful. Stella gently rejects him, not harshly, but with a quiet sadness. Devastated, collapses emotionally. The scene shifts from comedic to heartbreaking in an instant. His innocent desire to be acknowledged clashes with Stella's hidden truth, a truth she has held within her artificial heart. And try to comfort him, but Stella reveals something deeper. She is not human. She is a humanoid terminal created by Levi to help communicate better with others. Stella is effectively part of the ship's AI system. She explains the history of artificial intelligence, once called AI, later evolving into synthetic autonomous intelligences, capable of emotional reasoning. Even so, Stella insists that she cannot enter relationships like humans do. But the protagonists step in to challenge her perspective. They reveal that they have seen Stella attacked by loops in other timelines. The fact that she can be a target, can be frightened, can suffer, proves she is not just a machine. She has vulnerabilities and emotions, even if she doubts them herself. Encouraged by this, Stella gathers her courage and accepts the idea that she can form bonds. She can enter a new stage, not lovers, but friends, with a promise of something genuine and human between them. Suddenly, the ship alarms ring again. Reports come in that has been killed during the night cycle. Another human has fallen victim to the hidden. The threat grows stronger and time grows shorter. The next vote must proceed. Before that vote, instructs the protagonist to help confront Ming, who still refuses to leave his room. But a touching exchange unfolds as bravely speaks to him. She tells him she wishes to return to the research institute, even though she knows she might be treated as nothing more than an experiment. Ming mocks the idea, but answers with gentle sincerity. She believes in trying, in speaking, in connecting, that these are the things that make someone human. Her simple philosophy breaks through Ming's hardened cynicism. Moved, perhaps unwillingly, Ming gives in. He steps out, finally participating in the meeting, ready to be voted into cold sleep if necessary. In a surprising moment of honesty, he admits he's tired of running. He agrees to accept the consequences with a kind of joking dignity, wielding a random metal rod as the ultimate key to unlock his own door. His strange charm returns, giving the episode one last burst of comedic life. But behind the humor lies something subtle. For all his arrogance, Ming also dreams of a future. And even he, a man who hides behind snark and bravado, is capable of choosing responsibility. The episode ends quietly and poetically. The crew prepares once again to vote. Some are anxious. Some are exhausted. Some are determined. The ship sails forward through the cold, uncaring void, carrying fragile bonds that somehow keep people going, humans, synthetics, and everything in between. This chapter explores the meaning of humanity in every form. Whether through innocence, longing, Stella's self-doubt, or Ming's reluctant surrender, each character reveals that being human is not about biology but about courage, connection, and the willingness to try. And with one defeated and one still lurking in the darkness, the struggle is far from over.